Well, the weather's getting worse and worse. That's my truck over there. Now we have some wet snow. So, not sure how I'm gonna drive the Hellcat to a storage facility on summer tires in 4 weeks. Right, because that's what they said. They said it's gonna take 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm guessing sometime, well, today is November 1st. So I'm guessing end of this month or early December. And there'll definitely be snow on the ground. And I talked to one guy, well, they actually asked the sales guy, asked the dealer if he knows anybody that offers heated winter storage. And he gave me the name of a company. I called them, and the guy says, well, when do you need this? I said, well, 4 to 6 weeks. That's when my car is coming. And the guy says, we only have about 5 spots left. But the price was like, he says, if you're gonna do like a year, it's 1,450 Canadian a year. But he says if you just want to do till spring, then we charge $250 a month Canadian, so roughly $200 US. But I think it's a good deal because I definitely don't want to drive that car in winter. I don't want to change tires, so the fun will begin, I'm guessing, in April when the snow goes away. So now I can go and start breaking the car in. And they say there's some racetracks over here, so I'm definitely gonna go for find some racetracks. So basically expect a lot of videos with that car. That will be a major part of this channel. And of course the other one was firearms, because I moved my Canadian range only 3 videos to this channel, but I applied for the firearm license in early September, and there's a mandatory 28-day waiting period. So basically they put everything on ice in case you're some kind of a lunatic that wants to get the license to start shooting up people. And then after that 28 days, it takes 4 weeks. So I'm guessing sometime at the end of November, I should get some response, and it'll arrive by mail to my Cambridge, Ontario P.O. box. And I called them already once, and I know they did it a few times for me before when I was somewhere in the States. So basically, because it's a UPS store, it's very easy for them. I just give them my credit card over the phone, and I say, just please take all my mail and forward it to me at my location. And they have no issue with that. And I'm gonna keep that PO box open for now, just in case somebody reaches out. But of course now my main address is in Calgary, Alberta. And the funny thing happened today was I was leaving the apartment to drive over to Starbucks, and I see a huge box, like a small container, parked against the wall right next to my door. And underneath was a mat. And so I knew exactly what it is, because I bought this from Staples, right? I bought the desk and I bought the mat for the armchair, but they said the armchair was coming from the main warehouse, and they said delivery is gonna be November 7th, but just this morning they actually sent me a tracking number, and I tracked that, and so my fancy leather armchair is coming November 4th, which is Thursday, I think, right? And so now what we're gonna do is We're gonna use my lifetime experience and my Master of Arts in Education degree to try and assemble this bad boy. It's very heavy, but that's why I chose it, because it's a super steady table. So this is the lid, so to speak, right? And these are the legs. And I like how each time they give you all the tools that you need. I just got 2 of these when I was assembling my boss tools, right? And so now, so it's gonna look like this, fully assembled. So I gotta make sure that the legs are pointing outwards, right, like this. Basically, it's gonna be tricky. So guys, don't do this tipsy, okay? You gotta be completely sober. But looks like at least I don't need any nuts. There should be some threaded holes in the actual table. I just need to make sure that I position the legs correctly. And we're gonna get ourselves a table. And let me show you what we're gonna. So I just got this 25 feet of Ethernet cable. So I'm just gonna go like this, and I want to put the desk in here because of the cellular signal here is not very good. So I want to be close here. I notice it gets really better when you're closer to the window, and plus it has a heater in here, so it's gonna be warm in winter, and the power plug for my computer. So I haven't decided yet if I want to face this way. Probably, yeah, because if I do it like this, if I sit here and the desk is here, then there'll be a bunch of wires all over the place. So it's probably better just to push the desk against the wall and put my armchair here. And then if I flip around, I can always watch TV. And I went to Best Buy when I was getting this cable, someplace where I got the TV. And I was asking them about a table for the TV, like, you know, a regular TV stand, because of course I try to watch it like this. You know, if you lie on the floor watching, it's okay, but you know, if you're gonna sit like this, you really want to have the TV at least a foot off the floor, right? And the Best Buy guy says, yeah, we have regular stands, TV stands, but because we don't have enough room in here, so it's all online. So he says, if you want to buy a regular TV stand, just go online and they will just bring it right to your door. But yeah, these guys, they sent me an email late last night saying that the thing is shipped. But I wish they would at least knock on the door or something, you know? Just, what if somebody steals it, right? Well, it's too heavy to be stolen, I think, but you know, it's well, it was like 380 bucks, and it looks like it's slightly different. One side has this little curve in here, this one doesn't have it, but it has it on the other side. So I'm guessing once it's fully assembled, it can be positioned any way, any you can choose the orientation. So yeah, let me try to lift it up, and I'm gonna put it upside down and start adding the legs. And Staples, at least here in Alberta, they offer free delivery, you know, which was pretty cool. Except, like I said, I wish they would have told me they were coming, you know, like no warning whatsoever. Well, I'm not going to make the same mistake with with the armchair. So one guy left a comment about this. He says, you need 2 people to lift it. It's very heavy. And actually it is heavy. But not too bad. Wow. But that's why I chose this. I chose this desk because it's so rugged, you know. These things, they stick to everything. Look at this. Yeah, see, this side is more curvy. So I don't know. Do I want to sit facing the door? And actually, one thing I got to do is I got to cover that window, because I know anybody that comes over, they can look inside and they can see the fancy computer. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna put it like this, and I'll sit at the at least I can see something, huh? I don't want to be facing the wall. And so yeah, this is a massive desk. So now, let's see. They're pretty much all the same. I'm guessing somewhere like this. Yeah, so it has to point outwards and towards the corner. Yeah, see, like this. Okay. Yeah, you definitely need some kind of a degree for this. This reminds me of my favorite game when I was growing up, which was called Constructor in Russian. So kind of like a Lego, except it involved metal parts and sharp objects and tools. I loved that game as a kid, you know, because it really was very interesting. There was like drawings, you know, with the game it came with, no, wait a second. I don't think this one is correct. Is it correct? So this goes this way. This one. This way. For now I just put in one screw to make sure I don't screw things up. But yeah, so that game, Constructor, which is kind of like you can translate as an engineer. And we had like 10 or 15 designs. You know, they give you drawings and you can build airplane, truck, even crane, a car. But it was all metal parts, you know. It would never pass today's, you know, requirements. I see something is wrong. Oh, can it be like that? One goes this way. This one goes. Oh, can it be like that? So what do you guys think? And by the way, these things, they move, you know, so they can tilt either way. So once the table is upright the proper way, it should be okay. Oh yeah, and I wanted to show you, so the cable, and this is my computer. I had to unpack it to see what kind of ports I have for the modem. And this thing, totally a curveball. I did not expect this, but in a good way. It has Ethernet port right in the power brick. And I double checked the specs. They said, yep, you can use it as an Ethernet connection. And check this out. This is for the monitor. It goes in the back there. And then the keyboard. I like this keyboard. I went for this shorter version because there was a more expensive one that has numbers in here. But this is kind of like exact a replica of a laptop keyboard, right? And it's very light. It's like amazingly, you know, typing on this thing. It's so much fun. And this just attaches here somewhere. Where is it? Oh yeah, here. So just a USB-C port, and it attaches behind the computer. And the mouse is Bluetooth. So same one as I have on my laptop. And you see, this is the plug. They give you kind of like an American plug. But this looks like massive, yeah. But anyway, so that's what's gonna go on the table, and then I'll try to get another monitor, because everybody's telling me that, you know, when you're a freight broker, you need 2 monitors for some reason. But the TV works super great. This is my first time where I don't have a cable subscription. Of course, this is a LG, and the first thing you see is LG channels, and I was happy to see that I can watch news and I can watch movies, but I still wasn't able to sign in into my Amazon, because it gives me some, you know, crazy, like one of those Q codes. And I do have an account. I just checked, so I'm paying about $11 Canadian per month for access to Amazon Prime. And like I mentioned before, I see a big difference between Amazon Prime and Netflix. Netflix just isn't cutting it for me anymore. And I was able to watch, it was a really interesting, that Bloomberg channel, very interesting. And then I saw, well, CBC is Canadian news. And then I saw a bunch of American channels. So even without cable, it works great. So you don't need, all you need is internet. And I watched a couple of free episodes of that Fire, what's it called, Fire Country. Very interesting movie about a firefighter who's doing his duty as a prison sentence. Okay, last one. And that's what makes this table, or desk rather, so solid. Because look at this. Oh, like the bolts are pretty thick. There's 4 per each leg. And the lid, as we can call it, itself is so thick, you know, and it's not that expensive. What, like $350? I think my armchair, like leather armchair, was the same price as this. But I wanted a desk where I can that can take the weight of two monitors, so at least 65 inches wide. So this is cool. I haven't signed up yet with the brokerage house, because, you know, I was waiting for this. I was waiting for the desk and the chair, but at least now I can use my one of the boss tools till that leather chair arrives on the 4th. All right. Yeah, I think if I put it in the middle of the room, I don't know, it might work. Let's just see. Jesus. This thing is heavy. Wow. And it's snowing for sure. Man, it's like at least, I don't know, 100 pounds. Wow. Nice. Yeah, it's not shaky at all. Yeah, definitely need to put something on this window. No, maybe even something like this for now. Yeah. Because all you need is 2 nails, which I don't have actually. I do have a hammer somewhere, but I don't have the nails. Okay, so let's see how it's gonna look like. If I put it like this. Actually, this would be my, for me, this would be my preferred location, because like I said, it's still, you know, when you're working and I have my computer, it's still cool to, you know, look outside sometimes, right? Otherwise, if you're facing this way all the time, it's kind of like a prison, you know? Of course, I have to cut this because it's too big to fit into the garbage bin. See, I think this will be perfect, like this. So this is where my chair will go. So for now, we're just gonna use one of these bad boys. It's a bit tall. Yeah, but you know, it's gonna work for now. And what's cool is that there's a power outlet right there, you know. So what do you guys think? Is it better to do it like this, or shall I just push it against the wall? No, I like it this way better, because also, let's say when I have a break, right, and I'll have a chair here on wheels, like the next one, it'll be lower, I just, you know, and the TV, I'm gonna get a desk. I mean, like a stand, right? So let's say I'm sitting here, I want to check the news. I can do that right from my table, you know. Yeah, we can do that. And I need to set up security on the modem. But for now we're gonna move this. I love this computer. I always wanted to have this iMac because it's so thin. It's very light, you know. Wow, this is like a beaut. And then all we need is the keyboard and the power. And yeah, I haven't set up the iMac yet, so I'm gonna take care of that now. But before I do that, I really want to set up the that modem, because I was doing research online and it looks like it's not very secure off the bat, you know. That's it. See, there's gonna be hidden like this, and I'm gonna hook up the I think I got too much cable by actually. So this goes in here. And I got some fancy cable. It's very fast. You know, I don't care. I don't have any pets. I don't have any wives to tell me, no, you cannot have a cable on the floor. Oh, really? Why not? Yeah, this is really a safety hazard waiting to happen. But we're gonna put it under the carpet. Because I saw the guys that they're gonna be guys coming to install the new locks, which I ordered, and they were supposed to call me today, but they didn't. So I'm guessing probably tomorrow. Yeah, see, I'm just gonna cover it like this, and it should be good. Because I really like this carpet over here, because quite often I go out here because of the proximity of the parking spot. So I really want to have this carpet here. And that's it. So all I need to do now is cover this window somehow. Otherwise everybody will be able to see, you know, this expensive computer. So I might do something like this. I just need to measure this and go to something like Home Depot or Walmart. I think that would be perfect. All I need is just 2 nails. Oh yeah, so they're gonna change the lock in the front, and also here this lock does have a key on the outside, and I asked them to install a regular lock so I can enter. I don't have to walk around. I can just, you know, when I park my car, I can just walk like this, open this door, you know. And the guy is gone. Remember I was mentioning there was another pickup truck next to me. it was very difficult to get in and out of the truck. So for now it's just basically just a deadbolt. Like these things don't work. But also I think what I can do is, when I had in my Guelph apartment when I was in Ontario, Home Depot sells like a plastic film, you know, and you just all you need is like water and a little scraper, and you wash this, and then you just attach that film like this, you know. And they have different designs, and it's not that expensive, and it looks pretty cool, except of course once you attach it, it's gonna block the view. Whereas if I use blinds like this, I can at least, you know, open them up to get more light in. But yeah, so the apartment starts turning into a little office space. And again, so November 4th, I'm getting a real armchair, like very comfy, kind of like executive Trump style. And then I'm just gonna get a second monitor in here, so it's easier to work with shipping documents. And then we're gonna get, actually I'm gonna do that today. Today I'm gonna order one of those TV stands for the TV, because really, if I'm sitting here, right, I really want to have that TV at least a foot off the ground. But you know, I can put it on mute, I can watch some news, maybe some business news, you know, when I'm not too busy doing stuff here. So yeah, this is my new setup. Really glad that I found this table. This is like solid, you know, because I was checking so many tables at Staples and Brick and Walmart, and they were all very shaky. So this one is an exception. Very piece of furniture. And look at the space, right? So I can definitely put a second monitor in here. I can have a space here. I can even have my laptop in here, right? So now all I gotta do now is just change the settings on my modem with the computer. I'm just gonna hook up the Ethernet cable. Actually, wait a second. I cannot do that because I don't have an adapter. I only have the adapter for this. But I know there's like address, like IP address you go to, and you can change the security settings on the modem to make it more secure. Ideally, I just want to kill Wi-Fi altogether, because my TV is hooked up to the modem via the Ethernet, and my computer is going to be using Ethernet. So I'll have to look into that further. So yeah, this wasn't too bad, right? So now probably the most difficult thing will be I have to cut that board. I mean, the board. I have to cut that crate probably into 3 parts. Otherwise, it's not going to fit into these, probably they're like 2 feet wide, like this. I had to do that with a TV package. And I used that monster knife just to cut it. But I might do it tomorrow, because now it's raining or snowing, whatever. So anyway, thanks for watching, boys and girls. So this is the new look. So have the TV, have the table, still have to get the chair and the stand. And then next after that, I'm getting a regular bed here, because of course this was just temporary. I got this bed, like a camping bed, you know, in case I have a couple of friends here in Alberta, in case some of them come over, and so we're gonna use this bed as a punishment for somebody who drinks too much, okay? And I can say, and I got this sleeping bag, And this bed is not too, you know, not too bad, but it has these poles in here, you know, and when you sleep and you try to put your knee out or something, it's just not very comfortable. I wish it would be just slightly bigger, you know, maybe like at least what they call it, twin. A queen would be ideal, but yeah. And I got some hangers in here, so I'm gonna put my my clothes in here. So yeah, things are coming around. So things are looking good. Thanks for watching. Ciao.